I'm happy. Hey everybody, and we back. Yes,
Oh my goodness.
Right, we back.
Natasha, I need to go fix that. I didn't know trial was canceled for tomorrow. I better go fix that before people be waiting in the live and there's no trial.
What happened? Why is it canceled?
It's just a scheduled blackout day. They said so. There's no trial for tomorrow.
I know, and I caught myself getting caught up on Tyre Nichols, and the state already rested. Already, Memphis don't play. They doing him like they did. They doing him like they did Dolph. Okay, they have rested.
It might be.
What day did that start?
Monday.
It's been 3 days.
It's been 3 days.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was watching his mom since I said, "Whoa, Lord." That's why. As I was watching it. Oof.
Yeah, it's been 3 days, and I think they're already.
Do they?
Said they resting. That's crazy.
Yeah, they said come on with it. We're gonna get through it. They are not playing. Hey everybody. Oh, I'm so excited.
Hi, Hendrix.
I was laid across the bed.
Child, I took a nap.
I just woke up a little while ago. Hendrix just woke up. She's talking about, hey, mommy.
Baby, I took a nap, child.
Okay, so I know a lot has happened. It seems like the judge is a bit over it.
Well, I don't think she over it. I don't think so, Kayla.
You don't?
I don't think she is.
I don't think she is. She keep letting it go on.
She said how many more hours?
Oh, you mean over? You mean over? She's over AJ. Oh, she can't stand AJ.
Yeah,
she can't stand him. Yeah,
she over it. She tired of it.
she put out an order today, right?
I don't know about the order.
I saw that she put out. Let me see.
See what tell me what the order is.
Yeah.
Today was day 6, right? Day 6, right?
Well, maybe I'm on a. But it was an order. It says about AJ. His last name is Jackson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
What order? Today was day 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You gotta take it upstairs. I'm live.
I was, ooh, baby. I knew she had put one out the, what was it, the 23rd?
April 20. Oh, April 30th.
Is that the one from the 23rd when she told me better have all that?
She put out an order to allow ARCCA witnesses.
Oh, okay. She just put the order in for ARCA.
Okay, yeah, she made that decision yesterday. Oh, Lord.
I was like, wait a minute.
Help me, Jesus, because I don't think I can take anymore. They just need to get through this trial. There's no reason why this should take 8 to 10 weeks. Everybody gonna have pressure problems because
I don't know if get there, T. I don't know if it's gonna be 8 to 10 weeks this time. Simply just because Jen has already gone. I don't know.
That was the order was for Jen McCabe.
Well, no, it's for ARCA. So ARCA is the accident reconstructionists that were hired by the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
The FBI hired them, and the new DA was saying he didn't want them in because he felt like they were colluding with the defense, which was not true. But he doesn't want them in. But I think what happened is they said the word confidential information one too many times, and Bev said, "I don't want to play with the feds." I think that's really what happened. She doesn't want to play with the feds.
I don't even think it's the feds. I just don't think she wants this to ever happen again. She wants a verdict one way or the other, and she does not want to ever see this again. So she knows that if she does anything where they can then claim that they weren't able to put on a defense or an efficient defense because she took that option away from them, that's gonna you see it get turned over. We seen what was the name? Crazy lady, Sturmer, Linda Sturmer. They overturned her life sentence and let her have a new trial. So I mean, she got convicted again, but
she said she got convicted again. But hey, there's either here nor
there. They let her out in 2018. They overturned it, said she didn't get her chance to have her experts and to be able to combat certain testimony. And so they let her out in 2018, and she finally had her new trial a couple weeks ago in 2025. And they found her ass guilty again. So I guess she'll get resentenced. on the 19th. But so I think she's just trying to avoid like it getting overturned.
I feel like her saying that, T, I was like, of all things to say, she said, hey, this defendant deserves the right to a fair trial. It trumps everything. I said, okay, way to back up out of that one.
She me, I'm trying to get this done.
Way to get out of that one.
From the documentaries that I have watched, John's friends and family are absolutely 2,000% sure that if this ends in a mistrial, that the Commonwealth is going to try it as many times as they need to. And I'm sure Big Bang Bev is like, I'm not ready. If she knows on the back end there's whispers that they're not going to stop this, she wants this over. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. I don't think she cares one way or another which way it goes. She just wants this over. Yeah. And I think why she's allowing certain things on both sides. But she's waiting to get out of hand.
So, because it's WTF, I know a lot of people have been watching. I'm anxious to have Miss Jefferson on WTF tell us how you're feeling, because I'm not going to say I forced you to watch it, but I asked you to watch it with me. And
she called me. She knew I didn't watch this trial. She called me while I was on my way to happy hour and while I was picking up my wine. And she called me, and then she called me back and said, I think we should do, Kayla's watching it too. You should watch it. And I'm like, okay, y'all trying to bully me. I'm like, I can talk about something. And she's like, just try it. So I get out. Then she tell everybody I'm going to watch it. Then tell everybody we're going to do a Karen Reed wind down. So
wind down, but what else do we do that they love? They love the lunch. They love the break calls.
She FaceTimed me on the first break after I watched the first part of the trial. She said, so what you think? And I just start cussing. What the fuck am I watching? What is this? Like, I don't know. Like, oh my God. I was getting ready to bug you too, Kayla, because
I started to watch it at the when on the first trial. I tried to
watch it.
You might as well tap in right now. Like right here's the perfect time. You're there on Jim McCabe. You really do anything substantial. Hell, I mean, we could summarize the people that meant something that you missed. Now, something you did miss, and I'm sure to be one of the WTF moments. I need to find the video for it. Actually, is one of their second witness admitted to lying on the stand.
Right. Okay. And who was that?
That was Carrie Roberts, and she was their second witness.
Okay.
And she said she was honest when she lied on the stand.
She was honest when she lied on. Never seen an honest liar.
Well, sounds very familiar.
She was like, I didn't hear the question. Like the word in it was that you heard and you answered the question. Well, I didn't hear that part. Like, what?
Well, I think the thing about all of this is what prompted her to finally tell the truth this time. What prompted her to do it?
She got him.
You got the video?
Testimony.
I'm getting it for you now.
She got the previous testimony. I think for some crazy,
normally I'm eating a snack. I'm sorry.
These people feed the baby. Listen, I really think these people think that they're smarter than everybody else in the room. And if you're not part of the circle, you just don't know. So I really think they thought they would say, okay, you testified before and that's it. I don't think they were ready for transcripts. I don't know why not, but I guess just being late, I don't think they were ready for transcripts. I think maybe they thought, oh, you can't say the other trial or something like that, and thought that it was nothing at all. And now everybody hitting them with previous testimony or you previously testified and not calling it a trial. I don't think they couldn't have been ready, because there's no way y'all getting beat over the head with these transcripts like this and sitting up here looking confused. When they told that fool, you do understand that by lying, under penalty of perjury, you could go to jail. She said, what?
She said,
what? Y'all explain to me, why is the FBI so involved?
That's something I can't answer, Kayla, and I'm trying to figure out myself.
The FBI is involved.
Oh no, that other case. It's the other case. Karen Reed, that's what it was. Karen Reed trickled into the FBI's lap because of the police corruption. So there's another case of a young girl, Sarah Birchmore, who they say was groomed by a police officer. Her death was ruled I don't know if can you say the word? They said she did it to herself, right? When then they investigated more, turns out it was actually the cop, and they have him on video leaving her home, I believe. And what people are saying is the two cases are connected because some of the same players in Karen Reed's case are also officers in Sarah in the Birchmore case.
But it doesn't really have anything to do with the facts of this case.
No,
it has to do with the investigation of the case, because while they're testifying about text messages and the possibility that the extraction could have been tampered with, apparently the same person who did the extractions or prepared the reports in this case actually somehow missed 30-some thousand texts between this young baby and this grown-ass cop, and never reported them when he was doing extractions. So they claimed corruption while there was already kind of something in play regarding corruption. And they came on down there and said, we think it's some corruption. So the FBI ended up hiring this accident reconstruction team to determine whether they came to the conclusion that John wasn't hit by no damn car.
Okay, I hope this is the video here for Carrie. Give me just a second. For the sake of not going through the here we go.
Yeah, he deleted that baby and then had a baby the next day.
Just crazy. Hold on, y'all. I hope it might add, so we're gonna let that play first. But yeah, so that's what a lot of people say, that it's all connected. It's Sandra, right? It's Sandra Birchmore. I think I said Sarah. It's Sandra, but they're saying that it's all connected, and that is why they initially started investigating it. Some people say it's gonna shake Canton. Once everything eventually comes out, it's going to shake that little small town up. Okay,
Kayla, to the hospital the same day.
Share my screen, Kayla.
She did. We can see.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was okay. Here we go.
The point at which they lifted John up,
yes,
and moved him into the ambulance, correct? Is that right?
All right, Kayla, just for all audiences, this is Carrie Roberts. Carrie Roberts went to junior prom with John. I think she was definitely still in love with him. She's very familiar with his family, his children, everyone. On the morning that they found him, John's girlfriend, Karen Reed, called her because she couldn't find him. And that's how she got involved in all of this. Just some
very familiar. This woman was all up in his business and waiting her turn. She was calling his parents, went picked his parents up. Parents took her to the hospital. She helped view the body, and the mama up under her instead of under the girlfriend.
It's really crazy.
Right?
Yes.
And then you were asked a question: what, if anything, did she, Miss Reed, ask Miss McCabe while they were sitting in the back of the cruiser that you heard? Correct? Objection.
Do you recall that? I did not hear the question about Google being asked.
That's not my question. May I ask? May I inquire?
Just repeat that question.
Sure. Isn't it true that you were next asked by Mr. Lally in front of the grand jury, quote, what, if anything, did she, Miss Reed, ask Miss McCabe while they were sitting in the back of the cruiser that you heard, end quote? Remember being asked that question?
No.
I'm so happy we found this clip, guys. This was a WTF moment I definitely wanted to
look at like 16 through 18.
And they're all being impeached.
And she looked like she got an attitude too.
Oh yes, and Kayla, she was actually one that I was like, oh, she really got so bad. Okay. Last time I watched the first trial. This trial, I said, oh no.
That was the question you were asked?
Yes.
Okay. And in response to that question,
Yes, Jay.
you stated, quote, at one point she asked her to Google hypothermia and how long Google hypothermia. Correct?
Mhm.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Look at it. Didn't even want to talk. Speak up.
Look at her cheeks. Look at them now.
She's one. You could tell it was red. They say that.
That was very
Who said
detailed.
it?
You'll agree that that's a very detailed and specific recount of an event. You recounted where you were, back of a cruiser.
Mhm.
They were in the back of a cruiser, correct?
Yep.
You recorded
Look at it.
or reported the time. It was right around the time that you thought they were lifting John up and scooped him up onto the gurney, correct?
Yep. I thought it was about that time. I wasn't sure.
Location,
I'm sorry, I didn't get that answer. You were talking over each other.
that's my mistake.
What was your answer, Ms.
I
Roberts?
thought it was about the time they lifted him up, but I wasn't sure.
You were very detailed about who was there. It was you. It was Jen. It was my client, Carrie
Yes.
Reed, correct? Is that right?
Yes.
You're so detailed that you talked about where you were standing next to the cruiser open door, correct?
Yes.
What the others were doing, holding hands and praying, is that right?
Holding hands and
Yes.
praying, baby.
And the actual words used, you're as detailed about all of that as the actual words used. She asked her to Google hypothermia and how long, and then you stopped, Google hypothermia, end quote, correct?
Correct.
You will agree, at least for that purpose, you painted a very, very detailed picture in front of the grand jury, didn't you?
Yeah.
Tell me, yeah.
Except it's not true, is it?
I did not hear her ask that. I was told she was asked that. In
The
the
answer to my question, Ms. Roberts, and
So hearsay?
not a trick question, what you told the grand jurors was not true. You never heard her, my client,
Not even hearsay, Kayla, just a lie.
anything, did you?
I did not.
And yet, that's what you testified to under oath, under penalty of perjury, in front of the grand jury, didn't you?
I did.
And the reason you did that, the reason that you said that false statement was because someone told you to say it, correct?
Object.
I hear you,
Is
Tasha.
that- I'm going to let her answer.
Nobody told me to say it. I knew it happened at that time,
How did you
which
know
is
it
why I
happened?
said it.
How did you know it happened, Ms. Roberts, if no one told you it happened?
Because
Come
we wrote a timeline. We already spoke about
So
that.
the timeline that Jennifer McCabe helped you with, that influenced your testimony in front of the grand jury, correct? Obviously.
I was telling what happened in the back of the cruiser.
The timeline
You can answer.
you wrote,
So when you ask a question, let her answer, okay?
the timeline you wrote, with Jennifer McCabe's help, influenced your testimony to testify in front of the grand jurors to a statement
Look at her.
you never heard, correct?
Yes.
I'm still mad she creased that tablecloth. Look at them sleeves.
Y'all see it down. Jen Jr. is crazy, Ebony. Okay, y'all. That's it there. That is it there.
I would.
Kayla,
It
what
was.
you think?
It was so bad that they said, basically, you've been influenced by Jen McCabe. You just know this happened because she told you it happened, and you didn't got up in front of the grand jury and told this grand jury that it happened, and you never heard it. It was so bad when it was time to get off the stand. The judge said, "Thank you, Mrs. McCabe." Like, no, McCabe ain't on there. Wrong.
I said even the judge confused and told her thank
She did it today too. She did it today when she looked at her and said, "Well, did you, Mrs. Reed?" When she looked at her, when she called McCabe Mrs. Reed, I said, first of all, you know Jen McCabe was already hot as fish grease that they both showed up in baby blue today when she already just stole Karen's highlights. And then you go sit up there and call her Karen's name.
And they say we all look alike.
It's just crazy, Kayla. Someone wanted to ask you. Tasha wanted me to ask you a question.
Oh yeah, I started.
You already saw it? Okay. What do you think about that? Do you think it's an effective strategy? What they're doing, I don't know if you know, what they're doing is I think it was very stupid. She did all of these interviews. And what the prosecution has done is chosen certain parts of the interviews and he's playing them like 10-second clips in between witnesses.
In between witnesses. Why he's switching witnesses?
Like it's a show, baby.
How is that happening?
He just put it on the screen.
On the screen and just turn the lights down and play
It's
the
been
video.
introduced as evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought the evidence had to come through through a witness. How can you just put up evidence?
They basically, when he argued it, because there was a couple that they argued about. And when the state argued it, or the Commonwealth, when they argued it, he had the nerve to say that these are statements that she didn't care about being public. She's proud of these statements. She went on public platforms and made sure that everybody knew these statements. So since she put them out there, since it's public,
y'all got a clip of it? How it going?
Go ahead. Y'all keep talking. I'll find it real quick.
I said, what is going on? Because they argued about a couple of them. Now, one of them, I think it would have been real damning. I think they're all bad because it at first I didn't think that they would have any significance, like nobody would care. However, after playing it and I'm not thinking of it, and then they start talking about her drinking, after they played 4 clips in a row about her talking about being at the bar and what she drank, the first thing I thought of was, oh shit, she said they had a weak pour. She said they couldn't pour no drink. She said she had to buy a shot to make it a drink. She said it wasn't but nothing but water and lime. She said, like, it actually did resonate. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. What if somebody hold on to this? I think the only one I thought was real bad is she mocked or mimicked his mom.
No, I didn't.
They tried to play that right after his mom got off the stand and after she was crying and everything like that. And I'm like, ooh.
You know what, T? That one is not the one that was so bad to me because
I'm saying he's just playing it like the radio. Like,
yes. Like an interlude on a 90s video. Yes.
Let's see. Peggy keep what she may want her to.
And nobody objected to this?
I mean, they did, but they lost.
Just a couple of them.
I'm saying, but what's the context? When they play it, he don't say nothing?
No. He say, okay, I'm now gonna play clip 6.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was like 7 to 11 that day about the drink. So I'm gonna play clip 7.
I'll play clip 7.
Okay, here's clip 8.
That's it.
Okay, here's clip 9. Like, and they just go like 10, 15 seconds in a row, and then he say, and now the Commonwealth calls such and such, and they just come up like it's like an interlude.
Okay, hold up. I think I found one. No, okay, go ahead. This inside the house. But yeah, I'm looking for it. He just literally he's playing them like right before a witness gets on the stand or something.
He about to play one as soon as Jim McCabe get off the stand. 2 of them actually. Because he gave them they were arguing about him this morning. He about to play 2 more. I just don't get why the heck they're able to do it. Like,
oh, here go Peggy. I think it was one right before Peggy.
I think so.
And he just says, let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it. So she can see that it's really just playing like.
It's really just a clip.
Guarino. Oh, here's one. Okay. All right, I got one, Kayla. Give me just a second. All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
Playing it like a commercial.
Yes, it is.
I'd like to introduce clip number 4.
And somebody just walked off. Nobody's on the stand.
They had pulled into the driveway before me, so I was presuming she saw my cracked ceiling. I was thinking, did you hit my son? I could sense from her that she was looking at me very warily. And then when John's nephew came home, I just wanted to see him and squeeze him and hug him. It was quite uncomfortable. I said, Dad, I'm upstairs to the master bedroom. I said, I think I need to leave. Because I think John's mother thinks I did something to John.
That's what they look like.
And then they'll call the next witness.
Just call the next
So
witness.
one witness walks off and he go, okay, now clip 4, and he'll play that. And then the Commonwealth calls and they
Did
call.
they play these in the first trial?
No.
No, she did these after the trial. She did all these 2020 and Dateline interviews and shit. And they always just play like 1 or 2. It wasn't until they start talking about her drinking that they played, like, I think it was right before the doctor who started talking about the blood alcohol level, whoever that doctor
But I mean, is there a relevance objection ever?
No, because they've already argued about them.
No, I'm saying, was there a relevance objection? Because what are they going to? What do they prove?
They said what did it say? Consciousness of guilt.
Consciousness of guilt.
Yeah.
They also said the fact that she showed up after she left the hospital after he was pronounced dead and went back to his house and picked up her car that was there because somebody else had drove her to the scene and to the hospital. They said when she picked up her car, that was a consciousness of guilt because she was purposely taking the murder weapon away from the scene. I'm like, he didn't die at that house and you didn't know it was the weapon at that point. Her car. I'm not leaving my car here and his mama talking shit and this bitter bitch from junior prom been JV all her motherfucking life, keep coming up here running around. I'm not staying over here. I run somebody over for real. I'm not, give me my stuff and I'm gonna get my car and I'm gonna get on. Like, it is running on Hulu. I've been watching.
I haven't watched it yet.
I watched the, what's it called? Secrets in the Snow or Murder in the Snow, something in the Snow.
I may watch something tonight, but I hadn't watched it yet.
I'm definitely gonna turn it on.
I had to because when somebody sent me the clip where the friend was absolutely 300% sure that the Commonwealth would be trying this as many times as they needed to, like it was only Karen, couldn't be nobody else, and if eventually a jury would get it right. I said, yeah, I got to go watch what they think they know. A Body in the Snow. There it goes.
Let's see. I got that one. Body in the Snow. Okay, that's the name of it. I have to watch it.
I think it was on.
Okay, let me get it. Let me get it, Ashley. I have something else for Kayla today. Kayla, I just put something up. Y'all, it's too many WTF
page or
it is. I got a couple
in that transcript where you recount to the grand jurors that my client said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
Jen, 227.
This is over 227 pages.
Take your time.
How long did you say it was, Ms. McCabe?
227.
I'm not going to let her read 227 pages.
I'll wait. Find it in there where you said last trial, I hit him. When she ever told you that she hit him. Go ahead.
Go back. You got to go back further than that. And this is why I think she's losing she's lost her credibility. Her previous statements are going to bite her in the ass. If that woman said, I hit him, baby, when they had that grand jury back in April of 2022, 3 to 4, about 3 months after he was killed, that's when that would have been fresh on my mind. Never said it. You said 12 times. Did I hit him? Could I have hit him? You never said, I hit him. You never told the police that. Never told anyone that. I can't believe you.
If somebody sees, when people ask you a question, they usually already know the answer to it. So when that man looked at you and said, did she ever say to you that when he slapped them 227 pages in front of her, she know right there that was hit me, bitch, I want you to. You know what I mean? That was the try Jesus, baby. Don't try me. And then when he said, go ahead and look through there and tell me on which pages you said I hit him. Baby, you should know right there. All 227 of them may have shit on them. Not what you
wait, T, we got to act it out real quick. Go ahead. What he say to her? He gave her I got the 227 pages, right? What's your question?
He said, show me which pages you said my client told you I hit him. He said 1, 2, or 3 times.
She said, it's 227 pages.
He said, "I'll wait."
I said, God.
They said, "What? Wait."
You wait. I said, no. What did he tell her? He told her, take your time.
Take your time. I'll wait.
I said, God damn.
He said, girl, it ain't in there. It ain't in it. But we know Jen don't know how to read the room, because when them alphabet boys came to her house and said, you know what? You told us to wait 10 minutes before we come over here. Who did you call? Oh, I called my husband and Carrie Roberts. And the next thing they say is, you know it's a crime to lie to us, even in an interview. You sure that's all you called? Baby, I'd have been like, sir, Mr. Alphabet Man, have a seat. Let me go get my phone, because you didn't tap the shit out of me. Let me see. I called my mama this morning. Because you ain't
2 days ago. You know people from 2 days ago too. I got them too.
You ain't leaving out of here to charge me with a damn thing. Do you hear me? If I give you a number, give you an answer to your question, the next thing you hit me with is, you know, it's trying to lie. You show me, right? I lied. I'm lying right now. And then you wait till they leave and call them and say, my husband said I lied to y'all, so I should probably tell the truth. Bitch, they knew they left you getting charged. And then when he asked her, so who all did you call? She said, knowing she called 5 people, gonna say, I could think of 4 off the top of my head right now. And rattled off them 4 when the 5th person she called was her brother-in-law, which is the freaking homeowner who lawn he was hanging. Like, you called 5 people in 10 minutes, told your husband to get home. Terry, had they been there, you didn't call the DA's office, ask your witness with your victim what you could do. You didn't call who else did she call?
She called the DA's office?
Yes. 10 minutes.
They got him on speed dial.
The boys walked up on her while she was in her car. She was coming back from dropping her kids off at school. Asked her, was she Jennifer McCabe? She said, no, my name is Nicole. And walked in the house, gave me her sister name.
Kayla, pin Natasha coming up here for me.
Her phone rang. And they said, hey, it's us, the ABC boys. And we just went, are you Jennifer McCabe? And she said, yeah. They said, yeah, we outside. Like, we trying to have an interview with you. She said, give me 10 minutes. Called her husband and told me to get home. Called Carrie Roberts to get their story straight. She called the DA's office and spoke to her victim advocate. She called, is somebody else we forgetting? She called a fourth number. I can't think of who it was.
She called Nicole. She called Brian. She called Carrie. She called her.
Oh, that's what it was. She called her sister, and then she called her brother-in-law from the Boston PD.
Brother-in-law. She did. She called the brother-in-law as well. Okay. First of all, they come in.
That's who it was. She called John O'Keefe's mama. She called Peg.
Oh, she called Peggy. Yep.
She called Peggy. She called John O'Keefe, the dead man's mama, in 10 minutes.
Right, Autumn, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. But the fact that she said the comment said she got that storyline from Matilda thinking the FBI was salesmen. Listen, salesmen. You thought they were salesmen, girl.
As hard as they went about that timestamp at 2:27 a.m. when they said that she went and made that search about how long to die in the cold.
Right? Right. Long.
She put that mess in at 2:27 a.m. They didn't put 34 people up here to try to prove to us that's when the tab was open. So anytime you do a search, the tab time stay the same. Okay, whatever. But then if you want to keep denying this 2:27, if you don't think ghosts hunt your ass, the next thing they slap in front of your face to make a fool out of you is 227 pages of your last testimony. Then after I said, okay, maybe 227 ain't her damn number. Maybe anytime she see a 227, she need to leave that shit alone. Yep. So I said, Miss J, she was sworn in at 227 yesterday afternoon. I said, John hunting the fuck out of her. Because somebody on my live said, and I hope she wake up at 2:27 a.m. for the rest of her life. And I said, 227 ain't her number. Stay away from her.
To my agent number was the time of the call. 227 pages. 227. She was sworn in.
Yeah.
She need to go see somebody. She need to get a reading.
Listen, she needs to go somebody.
She gotta go get a reading.
Listen, they put all this contour around her face, it looked like they're trying to hide everywhere she turned red.
Yeah.
But all they did was make her look like Pig Pen off Charlie Brown Day. The more she saw her face start sinking in, it was just a smear of brown and a smear of brown. I said, Pig Pen and don't get off of here in 227. I don't know what Hennessy. Okay. Hennessy.
Kayla, okay, during the trial, we were told that there is Cellbrite, which I know you're familiar with, right? Well, Cellbrite, there's a Google search from 2:27 p.m. 2:27 a.m. They had someone who works for Cellbrite that said on the stand, Cellbrite removed the search completely because it was causing confusion. Now the search happened. Their competitor, Axiom, says that, hey, she searched this at 2:27 a.m. Cellbrite, for whatever reason, completely removed it. How do you feel as an attorney who will have Cellbrite into that? You would have their analytics, their findings used in cases that you try. How do you feel about a company that large removing searches just completely? Oh, it just didn't happen. We're just going to remove it.
I mean, why would they do that?
You tell me.
What they're saying that the 2:27 a.m. is a figment of our imagination. They're saying that when you open up your Google or your Safari and you have all those tabs and pages open, they're basically saying that the tab that you have open, if you open it right now at 6:41 p.m. and then you go back to it later and start searching, that it's going to always stay 6:41 p.m. on that tab, no matter what time. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it later. If you're using that tab, it's always going to say the time the tab was opened or the time it was brought to the forefront. So when they're saying at 2:27 a.m. that she did the Google search, Cellbrite is helping the Commonwealth say that didn't happen at 2:27 a.m. That's when she actually opened the tab. And what she did was she actually used the tab that was opened on 2:27 a.m. to complete the search that was actually done at 6:23 a.m. But coincidentally, 2:27 a.m. is 5 minutes after a butt dial happened between the two Bryans that look a little crazy in this situation. So it's not like it's just a random number and we don't know which one to attach to. It very closely plays into the narrative that y'all was covering some shit up while she was asleep.
But why would Cellbrite inject themselves in the foolishness? Why? Like, and I'm almost, and Ian Whiffen said it wasn't just him. He said that there were other people in his office that conducted tests as well. It wasn't just Ian Whiffen. So we can't just blame him. Like, you can't say it's him trying to make sure he was right. His company backed him.
Well, the other thing is when Ian Whiffen, it was the other one. It was another forensics company that he was asked about. And he said they're pretty accurate. He said they are the most accurate. They're absolutely the best, absolutely trustworthy. He said, well, why are they still picking up the 2:27 a.m. one, but you're not?
It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And if Axiom is one that you trust, then please explain to me how in the god dang on world you gonna sit up here and say that you trust.
Oh, my computer just went out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just don't understand it. I think I felt some type of way when I seen somebody from Cellbrite.
But with Cellbrite, I mean, I think that can go two ways because, I mean, what if they are deleting searches that
in your cases? Kayla, that's my thing. That's why I like asking attorneys this question. How do you feel? Because as an attorney, hell, people are trying to use these searches. Do I trust the searches now? Because now you're telling me that a company will just completely, if something is argued in court, they will just completely change their software to prove their point. That's scary.
Yeah.
I think it undermines the integrity of that company. How does Cellbrite go from? Where do you go from?
I was sitting in jail right now, and the biggest evidence they had on me was some searches. When I say Kayla's phone, hey, they delete shit. Get me out of here. Like,
can we
no,
go
I opened that tab 3 days ago, and then what did he say? That his phone was so off on the times that something he did right now wouldn't show up for 2 weeks, and so he had to do all these calculations to get it back from the 2 weeks. You think I would not? Do you think I would not say I got to just up and remove.
Jasmine, not only does it not make sense, it's scary. And keep this in mind, y'all. As Miss J would say, baby, Cellbrite has no dog in the fight.
No dog in the
Cellbrite
fight.
has no dog in the fight. They have no reason to do this, yet they're doing it. They have no reason to do this. Miss Sheila said, plug Kayla back in. Mel, like you said, Sue Apple. Let me tell you, on Dolph. No, Daff.
Who Cellbrite?
On Daff. Apple gonna have to see about Cellbrite.
They gonna
Apple gonna have to see.
They just sat here and made it seem like it was a blind, cockeyed dog rolling some dice and throwing it into an iPhone and calling it iOS. He didn't make it seem like iOS. They never made no sense until he came and fixed it for him. Ain't no way in the world you gonna sit here and say that all this is wrong with everything about this software, but for you. Okay, Jesus. Like, you fix everything? Okay, come on. Well, you walk your ass right on over here and you tell me how this is done. I can't. Why? For the hours, these big, goofy looking, frizzy haired people that you see, Carrie in that table runner on, creased up about them arms. I'm so sick of these people. Big Bang Bev can't find a brush. These people look crazy as hell. Why are you putting your whole company, all of Cellbrite? Why would you put that on the line for this? What does it matter?
And that's the problem. And here's the thing. Ian Whiffen, when Green got up there, I do feel like Green was able to explain stuff a little better. It made sense with the clocks. And I know Ian Whiffen went home, and because he never really talked about the clocks much during his testimony last time. This time it was a focus of his testimony. So I am just not sure. You know, I don't like it. Even him trying to point that phone to the flagpole. You can't do that.
I mean, it could be beneficial too, because it could create reasonable doubt.
Yeah, and I see Jasmine said something about I just missed it. Crapola. Hold on, Jasmine. I know it was Jasmine. I know it was. Or was it Jasmine? Somebody just said it. Oh, KT. I'm sorry, KT. It says, do y'all think Jen is in serious trouble now? There it goes. What she said about lying to the FBI was very big for a whole lot of lawyers today. Listen, let me tell you something. KT, if she's not in trouble, I'm going to tell you this. That's the only way they're going to find out somebody needs to get in trouble by these alphabet boys. Somebody needs to surgery and not no slap on the wrist. Somebody needs to be, I hate to use it, but somebody needs to be moot-tunked. You signed it. You did this. And what you need to do is buy this paper. This is what happened. And it doesn't seem right, doesn't seem fair, might seem excessive. But until they make an example out of somebody in this circle, they're never going to find out what happened to John. Somebody is scared because the fact that these people do nothing but hang around Boston PD, Kent PD, the freaking board that governs the PD, the ATF, everybody got something to do with law enforcement. They've known these people 30, 40 years. And all of a sudden, when they tell this goof troop that, oh, you know that you lying to that grand jury can equal prison. Why? Nobody told me that. Bitch, what you put your right hand up for? What did you think was going to, you be around all these cops and you think you can just go ahead and lie just because? Like, they have to make a full example out of somebody. Now, in my opinion, it need to be Carrie in that creased up napkin she had on. They need to carry Carrie's ass down there. And I'm talking about bring some police dogs, sniff all around her little Lunchables and everything, throw her in the back of the car. Don't give her her phone call for 2 hours. I mean, let her break and crumble. Carrie gonna sing like a canary. She is the weakest link. She just been trying to be getting this click since junior prom. And the bitch 50. She been trying to get in this clique. They finally let her in the dang on group chat, and her mind so far gone that she couldn't even imagine. When they told her it was another group chat without her, where they was talking about her ass like she wanted to cry, like they made her sit at the goofball lunch table or something. That girl is so jacked up. All they gotta do is show her that group chat where they talking about her, and then go ahead and let her know that she gonna be the one going to jail. She gonna go to jail for everybody since she want to be the one lie on the stand. When she do that, she gonna sing. She gonna sing. They gotta break one of them, and it ain't gonna be one of those cops. One of those cops is not gonna break. They're gonna fight it to the end. They're not gonna play. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to be Carrie's ass. It's gonna have to be Carrie. And honestly, they're gonna have to tell that goofball she doing it for John. She gonna think they're gonna get married in the afterlife.
So John was like, he's definitely a ladies' man, huh?
John was getting sympathy P. That's my theory, Kayla. He was getting sympathy P.
And I think also like
and he came up there and took over these people, kids. They up here talking about he was with Bella Mama and the girl on the other street. And I know Carrie ass then gave some sympathy P, came down the street because Carrie's ass was something. She slid in here somewhere during the pandemic. Next thing I know, in July of 2020, she was his +1. Slid in during the pandemic. Don't you got your own husband? How are you out here in the snow, in a blizzard, looking for a man, and your husband is at home? You going to pick up this man's family? You up under his mama? You going to view the body for somebody you went to junior prom with?
Right.
A blizzard. Girl, go home.
Okay. Well, I just want to. I know some people had said this, but just remind them, Mel, that it's no court tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no court tomorrow.
No court tomorrow. No.
I fixed my streams. So you will not be waiting in any streams tomorrow.
And, okay, so y'all said so. What day is this? This is what, the second week?
This is Today was day 7.
Today was day 7,
okay,
but it's a couple half days in there. I want to say day 3 and 4. I think those were both half days.
Well, we only got about 10 minutes left, and you said something that I did want to talk about, and I can put it on the screen. You said Mountain, but guys, did y'all see that his lawyers filed a motion to vacate his sentence, and Judge Whitaker definitely did rule on that. They said that the sentence was void. I have the Kat sent me the motion. It was a good motion. But they filed a motion to they said that the sentence was void. And Judge Whitaker, she said that they were right as to just one count of the 3 counts he pled to, which was count 30. So she did vacate the sentence on that, well, modify the sentence on that. In that motion, they also had requested, and I thought that it was going to work, that the sentencing for the probation be changed, but she actually decided that she would hold that. And I honestly thought she was going to take the time to change that or fix that, but I guess she said she's standing on business about that.
I think it's more like she doesn't want to change.
I'll put it up. Hold on.
Yeah, she said that she was upholding his revocation because it was to the count that was cool and not the count that she changed. Right. So she basically, in the revocation, had to do with the RICO charge that's standing on business and not the charge that was over sentenced. You know it's the same shit. You didn't revoke him, and he didn't get probation based on all of them. And if you want to be real about it, that one charge was freak. And the other thing was, y'all made it real clear to say that other charge was years 16 through 30. So how he doing 15 years when he ain't even made it to the 16th year yet? How he doing years on the future? Pissed me off. I can't stand these man. Listen.
See, they want to know, will you be on your channel tomorrow in the morning?
Y'all know that mean I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning, and I don't even be analyzing that early no more.
Take your day off. We're gonna be here for about
the whole day off. But what I will say is that since Court of Opinion is not coming back till next week, if we watch Tyre Nichols, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got some times that shit's heavy. That's why I got this right now.
Heavy, but I hate to start it. I hate to start it and then can't pick it back up for several more days. So I'm just gonna wait till this trial is over, and then we're gonna watch that.
I think that there's a couple of testimonies that I definitely want to watch, but B trying to make it through his mom's testimony today caused this. Okay, because she sat on that stand and said they beat the shit out of my baby. That's what they did. And
sad.
But the thing is, her whole description of him up until the point where she said that, it's just like it's my fault, because after watching everything and trying not to get caught up in the rumors that one of the people in the Scorpion Squad, Tyre, was supposedly messing with his baby. That's why he was extra aggressive with him and all of that. Trying not to get caught up in that, I kind of removed myself from it. And I won't say thought, because it wasn't a thought. I assumed that the federal part was going to hang him up. You know what I mean? And this would just, the state part would be, just a step in it.
My bad, y'all.
Stop blocking our plans. But I went, God, I just thought they was gone federally. Maybe I hoped. Okay, I didn't think. I hope they was gone federally. Because
that video was, I remember watching that video crying because I couldn't believe, like, being from Memphis, man, I just hated to see, like, it's already hard. I hated to see men that look like me doing, not look like me, because I don't look like a man, but y'all know what I mean.
Listen.
Y'all know what I mean? Like, I hate to see black men do that to another black man. I really hated that, because
they did rest today.
I hated to see
they rested today. So I was like, let me go through, because what I don't want to do is make it that heavy and then everybody go to sleep on it. I hate that.
Bye, Erica. Hey, kids.
But we can go through. I pulled some timestamps, so I may go through and just watch it and paraphrase some of it. But I definitely don't want to leave that on nobody's heart and to leave them like that for the rest of the day and at work, and then go to sleep on that before we get back to whatever's gear. This man talking about he gonna redirect for 20 minutes. You is lying.
He lying. Baby, he's lying.
She took that. She lost it. She lost it.
I mean, first of all, for my chat, yes, I'm traumatized. Yes, I went back and looked at the comments in that chat, and I can't believe some of y'all. I said, Lord Jesus, how did I keep a straight face with all of this going on in this chat? I don't know. I'm probably not going to be, I know I'm not going to be on early in the morning. I may do like four hours of something. I'll figure it out. I wish there was a way we could watch that documentary together. That would be so amazing. Or some of her interviews. I wish we could do that. I'll figure that out.
That documentary is actually episodes. So it's not just one.
It's okay.
Straight through.
That's what I'm about to turn on while I'm gonna do some work, and I'm about to watch that.
Yeah,
get some context.
But I tell y'all what, if Mel gets up in the morning and decides she's gonna do 4 hours of streaming, me and Mel can co-stream and we can watch tomorrow. When
you say morning, I'm gonna tell you this: if we don't have court, we could do like 10, 11 my time.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get up. If it's only 4 hours, I don't mind getting up tomorrow. Your nephew will be at school. Thank you. That damn Denver. Denver has transitioned. He had his little virtual situation where he transitioned to kindergarten. I look up. Everybody got a hat on Denver. He waving. Hi, Mom.
Oh.
Oh God. So it's Denver. He told me today that I just need to focus and do my work. So
First of all, Missy, why you being messy in here? Y'all better tell Missy what time I've been clocking in for 2 weeks. It's my little y'all know Kylie clock that T. Okay? Y'all better tell Missy what time I've been clocking on. Missy,
okay, but wait, and then can we talk about Shannon Sharpe too?
Okay. Let's go.
I'm saying
I'm gonna tell the truth. I wasn't surprised.
But the thing about it is, I just can't. I'm addicted to the Cat Williams and the Monique, where they both are telling him.
They both told this man to act your age, didn't they? They both told him to act your age. But you can look at Shannon Sharpe, and y'all know good and dang on well, and y'all can't sit up here and lie. If a man hop out in a medium Fashion Nova sweatsuit with a crossbody on, you know good and well your grown ass said, "I ain't that." He the auntie. We ain't looking for one. He the auntie. Y'all know good and well that man ain't acting like he ain't out here. He trying to put on skinny jeans and look for a young one. Go over there being with your old YN ass. You had to know that wasn't nobody gonna deal with no mess like that but a 19-year-old. You know good and well if a man show up at your door and try to take you out somewhere in a medium Fashion Nova wrestling suit, you gonna feel, sir, we not going nowhere. We not going nowhere. It looked like you drink 4 Locos, sir.
But what y'all think about him offering the $10 million?
He offered the team. Let me say this about Shannon Sharpe, guys. Okay, first of all, people going,
y'all just liking him.
Y'all are not saying anything about Bill Belichick. I have to say this. I typically don't comment on people. I don't even be concerned with. I don't give a damn what Bill Belichick does. He's not in my community. I don't give a damn. I actually watch Shannon Sharpe, so the things that are going on with him, I do care about. I think it's utterly disgusting that he loves to show that shack he grew up in. He loves to talk about having to go use the restroom in the
plantation child. You ain't see it.
Talk about that, and then you get your big up here and want to race play with a 19-year-old. Like, I mean, then you so dumb you couldn't even catch that she was recording you. She was too quiet on them calls.
The calls sound like they're edited, like it's AI. It sounds so weird.
We'll see if it's AI, but definitely Shannon was telling that woman, let the big black man do what he gonna do to the little white woman. He was doing that, and it's the fact that he's so old. You're almost 60.
But that's
the race play. The race play is the most disgusting part.
All of it is just.
The girl 19, first of all, okay? The girl is 19, but the race play just hurt me to my soul. Oh, the race play was like.
But that's obviously an adrenaline rush. Y'all don't cancel me. I didn't have Hennessy.
And then he just had the little accident.
Or for my next comment, this has nothing to do with Mel or Kayla. But my thing is, it had to be some sort of adrenaline rush. He's an adrenaline junkie because race play with somebody who would have sold you during that time is hilarious. Is what are you trying to do here? Are you really thinking
the most disgusting part to me? Put a big black baby in me? What did I say? What did I say, y'all? I said I can't imagine.
I can't
imagine y'all see me out here with a Johnny Depp looking. Okay, y'all see me out here, and then my calls get leaked, and I'm talking about let me put this big black cat on you. Like, this is the most ignorant. What does your race have to do?
My question, like, seriously, who else can he talk to? He can't talk to no 40-year-old woman like that. He can't talk to no 30-year-old woman like that. He got to talk to a.
No, you can't put no big black baby.
Because you know why? They wear the same outfit. They gonna be matching, and they gonna go somewhere again. He got to talk to somebody who gonna let him wear them skinny ass baby pajamas. He looked like he got on 18 months. That looked like something I would have bought for Kayla, baby. He on them little tiny ass
Kayla, baby.
Listen, he got them little tiny ass baby pants with the little bottom. You know how baby pants look at the bottom. He got the full outfit on. Might as well be a damn onesie.
The baby pajama pants.
I'm so disgusted.
Ain't no grown woman. If a man with that on came and walked up to you before you was married, you'd have been like, sir. Sir,
I'm so down with him. I don't care who you date. If his preference is white women, fine, baby, because I ain't looking for you either. That's fine. You can date whomever you want to.
But it's the
But
19.
with the person, she's 19. She's a kid. Somebody said this. They said, baby, last year that girl was taking English 12. Okay.
I just want to know where he find her at.
They said no. Somebody said last year she had to raise her hand. She had to raise her hand to go to the bathroom. This last year. Come on. He found her online. But Kayla, they're saying this is not the first. This is not
I mean, he just had that little live incident.
Oh, she's suing him now too.
The live lady?
Michelle's suing him too, baby. Michelle is suing him as well.
I don't know what he thought. It's getting ready to be a windfall.
He was doing so good. And like Cat Williams said, they'll take your big down in a weekend.
And what she do?
They told him
that boy lost $100 million in a weekend.
He act like Cat Williams was talking about everybody else. He was talking to you two players.
He said, now Cat, come on, Cat.
You need to get you a grown ass woman and quit being out here playing. And he didn't want to listen.
Now, what's
that? Cat? They didn't act like that.
Lit his ass up. He got him together too, not just everybody else. And then in them Fashion Over wrestling suits, then went out there and got what he.
Thank you, Miss Sheila. Oh my God, I think y'all. It's the same thing with Diddy. I'm like, damn.
I need to.
Same thing with R. Kelly. Damn, not you. Because guys, these in our community, you have these people, whatever their respective profession is, you grow to love them or at least respect what they do for the community, right? So to find out that these people underneath are just disgusting human beings, that shit hurt. I don't care what nobody say. You like, damn. I don't care about the other communities because hell, they don't care about me like that, you know. And I didn't grow up watch. I don't know what happens with country artists or hell hockey players, baseball. I don't watch that. I can only speak about stuff that I'm privy to watch, stuff I like. I understand entertainers. So it just hurt. I was like, I think I'm just like, damn, Shannon.
I would have taken 10 million.
Oh, like you're too old to even be out here playing those games.
Listen, and that's why Nichelle is up there, because if you passing out 10 million, sir, I'll take one too.
He thought that shit was a game on this show, talking about I'm gonna pop them blue diamonds. Thought it was a game. He popped that blue diamond, and now he finna be $100 million show.
He definitely thought all of it was a joke.
He thought it was a joke, and I think, like, man, like you can do everything you want to do with somebody in their 30s. I'm
saying, but he got kids, and I just always be thinking when I do stuff like, dang, I hope my kids, like, I don't want to disappoint my kids. I don't want my kids to find, like, when I make decisions, it's like, what is his children thinking? Even
that's funny, Kayla, because y'all remember when I said I think you try to get me to go on 20v1. Mariah texted me and said, Mama, she said, Mama, you got kids.
But let me tell y'all something. Even not 19, it's just the fact that how old are his kids?
That's what I'm saying. They're adults.
I'll be completely transparent because we had a situation like this.
Yeah, you're not on
showed up 2 holidays in a row. Okay, 2 holidays in a row at my sister's house. Now, I was here in Arizona and pregnant, so I wasn't able to travel. In my last minute of traveling, I was going to do Denver's baby shower, okay? So this was going to be around like Christmas, and y'all know Big Unc's birthday is New Year's. So we had planned a few years ago to go back home to Ohio, do Christmas, do like a birthday party for all the January birthdays because I wasn't going to be able to travel after the first of the year. And also that's when at that time Tiffany's husband was going to propose to her. So we were going to try to do it all because he wanted to propose on Tiffany's birthday and I wasn't going to be able to travel. So we decided to do a whole weekend of things. It was something happened Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. My sister told me back on Thanksgiving that my dad had showed up, had drove from Atlanta to Ohio, and asked my sister, could he bring his co-worker because she was homeless and had been staying at the warehouse and that she didn't have no family and he didn't want to leave her there, but he had to lock up the warehouse that he was managing so she couldn't stay in there. So he was going to let her ride to Ohio. So my sister like, that's cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She comes, she stay with the family for the weekend. She eat this, that, and the other. Thanksgiving go away, my dad leave. Christmas come, y'all. Now I'm here. Now I'm in Ohio, pregnant as hell with Denver, about to do baby shower, about to do everything. And he come back with the homeless co-worker. So we like, because she younger than my baby sister. Okay, not Tiffany, my baby sister. So the girl, she ain't got no couth, okay? She come downstairs in her yoga stuff in front of everybody, start stretching and shit like that. And Big Unc's friend like, you sure she ain't with Pops? Because of and so Q take my dad outside away from us like, Pops, you sure you ain't, and you just don't want your daughters to know? Because my homeboy kind of looking, and my dad like, nah, she just worked with me, blah, blah, blah. She just had on hard times. When I say a month later, get a call, it's APD, Atlanta police, on my phone talking about my daddy and the co-worker then got into a fight about her with another man, and I'm just looking at him.
Maybe was it Q friend? Was it Q friend?
No, she was in Atlanta. They was back in Atlanta. Remember I told you my dad used to live in Atlanta? They was
she said, was she cute?
No, I was saying, was it
she was
friend?
like linebacker,
honey. But was she cute?
Friend. She was friends too old too. She was only like 24, 25. Oh, baby. It was
down through there.
Listen, and my dad 50 something, but my baby sister 30. Like, what is you doing, son? So I just start calling him Robert, because don't nobody do this but our dot. Like, what are you doing? He left her in Atlanta, moved to Arizona. Guess who drove across the country? Left her cheering in Atlanta and everything.
That girl.
Drove across the country. Yeah. I'll tell y'all about that another day. I probably had to share the ring videos with my friends here. But
you said ring videos.
Yeah, because Miss J got active. You got to go. Okay. But I'm just saying, when we looked at him, my dad is now 57, 58. I don't know. He ain't here.
Shannon Sharpe age.
Exactly. But this girl, my sister just turned 34. So this girl, like, she was born in like 96. Like
96.
Is that the age? My sister was born in 91. My sister 34. So yeah, she was born in like, no, okay, I'm lying. It might have been 93. She turned 30 here in Arizona. So long after I didn't have Denver. Now, damn it. That shit. She turned 30 here. My sister was already 30. It wasn't no late 80s.
Okay, so I guess we'll be back next Wednesday at 8:00. I'm gonna try to take this time to catch up.
Catch up, Kayla. You had a good point. If I were you, Kayla, I would watch opening statements. They were. I loved Alan Jackson's opening statements, and then go to Jennifer McCabe. I mean, watch Carrie Roberts and Jennifer McCabe.
All right.
You don't have to really watch the other ones. You good, but
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Them two opening statements: Carrie Roberts and Jennifer McCabe.
And I'm gonna watch the documentary tonight.
I think I'm gonna put that on.
I'm about to turn it on.
I think I'm gonna put that on. Y'all said it's on Hulu.
That's long enough. I got a playlist going for each person. So
Aaron, of course.
Listen, get your people. Get your people. I know there ain't nobody but E. Talking about Miss J, sharing is caring, knowledge is power, no millionaire left behind. Talking about I need to share the ring videos.
No, I think I'm actually gonna go on TikTok, because I could watch the documentary on TikTok.
Well, just let me know what time, and then I'll hop on with y'all. And then listen, Jay says.
Wait a minute. Did you want to do that? How we watch the documentary? Call me right quick when we get off, and we can.
I'll call you when we get off. I think we can do it. I think it's HBO Max, Hulu. One of them. I watched it, so I got it somewhere.
Because I was finna watch it. Okay, call me when you get off.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, y'all. See y'all on Wednesday.
Bye, everybody. See y'all later. I'm gonna figure out this after show, y'all. Bye. See y'all later. See y'all in like 2 minutes.
All right, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.